I'd like to swing back to the circle. Listen to her sing.
It's Friday evening in Nemaha, Iowa, and they've cleared the cars off Main Street for the big dance.
Swing, head back home to your pretty little thing.
It's called tractor square dancing, and all you need is a do-si-do, 8 Farmall tractors, and a bit of courage.
Promenade this girl, please do. She's the one who came with you. She's with you. Have no fear. She won't go home with that John Deere.
It's the latest dance craze to sweep the nation. Thanks to 10 farmers, 1 carpenter, and a physical education teacher named Lori Schmidt, Nemaha is now recognized as the tractor square dancing capital of the world.
USA Today, picture me in the front with my finger pointing this way. I have no idea why I was doing that. But one of the other reporters said, oh, it's perfect because you're the director and that's exactly what you were doing. And it must have been either that or I'm saying I'm out of here. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, it's been neat. Lots of newspapers, lots of radio stations have called and interviewed us, but nobody's given up their day job yet.
Wheel meets wheel, hood past hood. Move those tractors, looking good.
Located in northwest Iowa, the small town of Nemaha has, depending on whom you ask, a population of somewhere between 80 and 100 people. And while the actual size of Nemaha might be in doubt, there's no question that it's a mighty small town. It even says so on the sign that's right outside of town. There are a few certainties that exist in Nemaha. One is that every day at 4 o'clock, there's a euchre game at Hazel's. Hazel's is a restaurant that isn't a restaurant. You can get something to drink at Hazel's, but you have to get it yourself. And you can get something to eat, but you can't get something to eat. Confused? So were we. But even if you aren't thirsty or interested in cards, you'll want to stop at Hazel's. That's because there's a wall in Hazel's that honors the teams that made the town proud, back when Nemaha had a high school. On the opposite wall, there are newer pictures that pay tribute to Nemaha's newest team, the Farmall Promenade Team, put together thanks to an idea Damon Mooney had for Nemaha's centennial celebration.
But back in the early 50s, I saw a group perform an act similar to this, that they did it for a celebration for a town over here just southwest of us at Early. And I always remembered it, and when we had our centennial, why I thought it'd be kind of neat to recreate this. And I brought it up at the meeting and contacted some of the fellows around, and they all kind of consented to it, and here we are.
Promenade 3/4 round. Keep those tires on the ground. Ladies spin out, circle to the right. Gents go on, keep your line in tight.
Damon has offered the abridged version of what transpired. After realizing that none of them knew how to allemande left or to do-si-do, they turned to Lori, who teaches, among other things, square dancing at Schaller-Kreslin Grade School.
I'm going to give you a number. You have to remember your number.
Lori's first step was to figure out the routines using toy tractors. The next step was to have everyone walk through the routines.
It took a lot of planning. You know, once we got started, they could do it because they'd kind of walked through it and seen it with the little tractors, and they could pull it off. They've never really done the whole dances, I don't think, all the way through on their feet. They didn't want to keep doing that. They wanted to get on the tractors.
After months of practice, the tractors were sent to Dave Cook's carpentry shop, where 8 tractors were painted with 2.5 gallons of paint to get them gussied up for the centennial. 4 of the tractors are Farmall C's, and the other 4 are Farmall H's.
I hurried out and bought my tractor before anybody else, so got the right one.
The difference in the tractors is important because those with the larger H's get to be the misters, and those with the smaller C's are the misses. Since all the drivers are men, well, lately things haven't been the same in Nemaha. For Lynn Smith, one of the misses, the attention that the Farmall Promenade has received has been a mixed blessing.
Looking nice tonight.
Oh, I've been waiting 30 years to get in successful farming. Too bad I had to do it dressed as a woman.
Once the Nemaha Centennial performance was over, the requests for other performances started coming in. 2 semis make taking the tractors to other cities possible. And in just 3 months, the Farmall Promenade traveled to 13 different cities. It's a tough schedule, especially for someone who farms. But the performances are so much fun that when Russ Davis regained consciousness after falling 14 feet in a farm accident, his second thought was that he would have to miss that night's performance.
My first thought was, this could be bad. And so I grabbed my legs, and I could feel my hands clutching them. And I wiggled my feet. I thought, good, I'm okay in that respect. And then the next thing I thought was, darn, I'm probably gonna miss the promenade dance tonight. And I did.
Do-si-do. Now this is one of our new moves. It's a square dancing move. Whoa, 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 Mr. and Mrs. Pioneer. Whoa!
The Farmall Promenade performance is a mixture of precision driving and hokey humor, but it is built on a foundation of community pride. A few years after the Nemaha High School was torn down, about half the town showed up to help build a new community center. It stands where the high school used to be, and on the corner is a sign that lets everyone know that Nemaha is proud to be the home of the Farmall Promenade.
Follow the leader, we want to play a double right star. What do you say? Oh, they're hanging
If you
on
would
each
like to
other.
see a Farmall Promenade performance, you better shake a leg. After 10 years of do-si-dos, the group will be parking their tractors at the end of August. In the meantime, you can find their schedule at farmallpromenade.com.
Now take your honey right off the floor. That's all there is. There ain't no more.
For Market to Market, I'm Morgan Halgren.
Looking nice.